What is it that won't help you in school, might frustrate you, might give you a bad haircut, won't help you grow a killer mustache, might make you feel like Michael Phelps, won't give you air like MJ, certainly might stink, won't help you shop, or build a treehouse. It's certainly not going to help you at the dentist or the doctor. Might help you take a little better selfies, though. Off constantly.
Good evening. Welcome to Off Constantly. I'm your host, Bomba. Your weekly ADD. I can't even do it. Your weekly ADD theater and pop culture extravaganza. With me, as always, is Backwater.
I was looking forward to a stimulating conversation about the issues with that.
A stimulating what?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning.
An extra special, massively awesome guest this evening, Mizuno.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? What do you like to do?
What do I like to do?
Yes.
I like to curl.
Okay.
That's what I do for a living.
Like hair?
Well, I like to do that too. And this kind of curling.
And okay.
But this kind of curling.
Obviously, I do too.
Oh, yes.
This-
Yes. Well, this I thought, there's a little bit of wave. No,
Yeah,
this is
too
my
much wave.
curling, mock-up. So the curling.
Okay. Speaking of that, we were kind and lucky enough, not kind enough, because
You were kind enough.
no, we were
Thank
lucky
you for
enough
coming.
We were
to
very
go
lucky.
spend a Saturday morning with you.
Aw.
Where do you work?
Oh, thank you. I work at the Four Seasons Curling Club.
And what do you do there?
So I'm the director of communications.
And what does that mean?
I like to talk a lot.
So
Makes sense. That's a good
this is
title.
the perfect place for you then.
This is awesome. Communication, that's what it's all about.
It's something that we are very much lacking in, is the ability to
Oh, I don't think so.
communicate.
Yes,
No.
yes. What is that word, that fancy
know.
C word that everybody
Kind of
talks
just
about?
jabber in front of
do.
cameras.
And that was fabulous. We loved you jabbering. We hope you come back and jabber lots more. I heard you're going to come curling again.
We are. We're
Okay,
actually thinking of starting the team. So
Woo!
Off constantly.
off constantly.
Yep.
That's excellent.
Yep.
I love
And
it. That's a
the only
tongue
problem
twister.
is our star player is leaving for China. So
Is there any way
you know what?
we
Before
could
you finish,
have him
Oh, wait.
robotically curl from China? So say he hooks up into some
There's
super
got to be an
techno
app
suit.
for that.
I
There's gotta be
think
an
we
app for
could
that.
maybe invent that.
Yeah.
Patent it.
I'll bet we could do it.
It's like
Okay.
back when they had, at one point, you could hunt over the internet. Do you remember this for a minute? Like if you would sit behind a computer and there was a gun mounted up in a
wait
tree.
minute. Back when you could hunt on the internet, like in the day of yore,
Oh, back in '87.
when there was
When
as
all you
far
could
as the
do-
way I could see buffalo roamed.
I'm
So
weak.
back in those days,
back in those days.
Okay.
All right,
You have to
forget
have
it.
quite
Nobody
a powerful
remembers.
connection for that.
obviously,
And
yeah.
a powerful gun.
And
I
high
mean, buffalo
speed.
are big. Have you ever been to see a
I've
buffalo
never
up close?
seen a buffalo in real life.
Tatonka. We
Yeah,
call
like
them Tatonka.
Tatanka
Yes.
are large.
Yes.
Yes. But they taste good.
Why do you think I am? We're going to talk a little bit later about getting in shape, but for many, many years I used to hunt buffalo by myself with just a butter knife and a piece of twine. And I had to be very large, otherwise they would eat me for breakfast.
I
So-
tried to hunt, but
Yeah?
but I tried. When I heard about hunting on the internet, I thought you hunted with the internet.
That's
so
not- no.
I drug a computer out into the wilderness and threw it at the buffalo.
Well, that could work. But
could.
what I do with buffalo is it's called, buffalo tipping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've heard of cow tipping,
This
right?
is-
I have.
It's a Saskatchewan thing. Buffalo tipping is much easier if you throw something at it first.
Now you
especially if you
mentioned
hit
this.
I was
What
gonna
did you
say.
just say?
it. Saskatchewan?
Is that?
Yeah.
Do they make a cream for it, or is there?
No, it's, I know I'm called the Gapper province, whatever. But yeah, from the Great White North.
Okay.
From north of
So
the north.
if we were to go, "Koo-roo-koo-koo-roo-koo-koo," you know what we're talking about?
No,
butchered
no,
that.
just, are you talking about like hoser and
The
bacon and
Mc-
stuff?
Yeah.
Or, oh, okay,
The
yeah.
Mackenzie
Is that
brothers.
from that? It was
Yes.
a shot in the dark, okay?
Yes.
Nobody ever talks to me about, the Mackenzie brothers, knowing that I'm Canadian.
You know why? Because everybody in America under the age of 30 has joined Al Qaeda. I mean, if they don't know about Bob and Doug McKenzie, they have missed a large portion of comedy.
No, you're right. That's a total shame. That's true.
So you do know who they are?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you- and
I
you like
love
them.
them.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Much like we love the Fargo people.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
remember- what's the name of the donut place? Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons,
Okay.
Timmy Ho's.
Okay. And then I'm thinking of Canadian
I don't know
things.
what just happened there.
Poutine.
Celine
Poutine.
Dion.
We talked about poutine.
Well, yeah,
on
we
last
did
show.
talk about last show.
Why would you talk about
Or
poutine?
at the curling. No,
We shouldn't be
where were
talking
we?
about it on the Getting Fit
It might have been at the
podcast.
curling club.
Oh,
I
did
don't
we talk
know.
about it?
I block it out of my mind. It's gross.
I swear to God, we just brought this up the other day.
Okay, well,
That's
Because poutine, yeah, see, Jay's developed a little bit of a drinking problem. The poutine was. Could you tell us about that
No, the
delicacy?
poutine.
The poutine.
I like that better.
See?
this show is filthy because of
Awesome.
you.
The FCC is going to shut us down. Poutine. How do you say it?
Say Putin. I don't know. I learned French. I forgot it. It
How
was
do
a
you
fun language.
President of Russia. So.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Poutine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's fries.
Sounds better when you say it. So.
Thank you, poutine.
Yes.
Ooh, there's a nickname. Don't call me poutine. I don't like it. No.
Couldn't say it with a straight face.
Yep.
So.
Poutine.
And it's got lots of gravy and maybe cheese curds on it. It's got
Yes.
cheese. I think curds of cheese.
So it's and again they serve it with a defibrillator because.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's horribly unhealthy.
It's terrible. And then go to Tim Hortons after that and eat those little, those things that you get
I
in the
don't
middle
know
of the
about this
donut.
Tim Hortons.
It's like a.
It's okay.
It's almost like the
It's good.
McDonald's of Canada. They're
Yes,
everywhere.
they're everywhere.
But they serve donuts and then sandwiches, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right, and soup. Yeah, that's true. And they're in airports.
Donuts, sandwiches,
Yes.
and soup.
And coffee.
3 of the
Coffee.
4 food. 4. There it
love
is.
it.
4
Yeah.
food groups. All of them right there.
Can you say hockey? Hockey?
I say it hockey.
Yeah, me too.
Hockey.
Hockey.
Hockey. How are you supposed to say it?
Well, I don't know. People here kind of say
Hacky?
hockey. Yeah.
Hacky?
Yeah.
Well, that's a thing that we
I'm
used to
gonna
do
get
with a
some
little
hockey.
sack, and we'd kick it up in the
Totally.
air.
Yeah, I agree.
Hacky.
Yeah. It's like, what are you saying?
Well, we've talked a lot, and maybe it's just because you're here, but we've talked a lot about sports and activities, and our first subject this evening is keeping in shape. So, my regimen's probably different than yours. My shape is round, so I keep that position by, working out 3 times a day, 2,300 calories each meal. So there's that, and I don't. What? Oh my God, that's like a week. The thing is that because you're here, we thought we'd talk about something you know a little bit about. I noticed you
Thank
brought
you.
a treat
Yes.
for everybody.
Yeah.
And what's that other thing you got going on?
Well, this is a curling stopwatch.
there? A curling. So like.
Well, I guess it's a stopwatch.
A lot
well,
of
is it
salons use 'em.
specifically? Oh, no. This is, again, the ice sport, curling, the Olympic ice sport. And
Okay.
yeah, you can tell how far the rock's going to go if you time it early enough. It's just a guide. I don't know. My dad would say throw this in the bush and judge it. Like, just watch it with your
Yeah.
eyeball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people use this, and it's kind of handy for all curlers, especially
Now I did
new
notice
curlers.
when we were there.
You should have one of these.
Everybody had one of these.
Totally.
Can I just take a look at
Yeah,
it?
you just start,
These
stop.
are so cool. Because, you could tell people that knew, they knew what they were doing
It's just
if they had one of
thinking it.
these.
I think we should
We didn't
start
have
it.
one of these, but we did have an instructor jacket. So
We should start it
people were
when
out
we
there going, that guy's an instructor. I think we caused you guys business that day.
We should start it when we start talking, and then once we say something entertaining, stop it.
It would never go.
And we would never have to hit that
It
button.
would just run all the way through it. I'm just going to have a sip from my cup here.
Okay.
I don't know if you notice these. Where can you get them? I don't know.
I don't know. Cheers will be the slowest
yeah.
cheers in the history of the world.
Yes, be very delicate because these are the only ones we've got. Some subject of fitness. What are some
Yes.
fitness tips for spring? Spring's
Oh.
coming up. Thank God. This has been the longest
Yes.
winter ever. Now, you guys live in kind of a nice house, so
Yes.
it's always nice and 42 degrees in there.
It's
Is it 42? Todd? See? I was paying attention. Wait, no, it isn't. That was the weight
No,
of the
that's
stove.
right.
The weight of the
It's
stone is
both.
okay. It is both
That's
because I've been
totally
telling
awesome.
people
It
it's
is?
42
Yeah,
pounds
good
or
memory.
35 because I couldn't remember.
Actually, they're kind of not. I don't think they're exactly exact. I'm not sure about that, but there's some discrepancy. But yeah, ambient air temperature is 42 Fahrenheit-ish. 42, 45. It's kind of where it should be. So
You're
yeah,
a good teacher.
Oh.
A really good teacher.
you're a good
Yes.
teacher.
I can't remember what I had for lunch, but I remembered that.
Well,
so
I can't either.
Whatever you had 42 of them.
And
Well,
2,300 calories.
Hopefully it was
Deviled
these
eggs.
tomfoolery donuts?
Tim Hortons.
Tim Horton, whatever. So,
I like it.
what can we do, Jay and I, for spring to gear up, get ready,
Yeah.
get healthy, what can you suggest other than the amazing sport of curling?
We have to be able to fit into
at
our.
the Four Seasons Curling Club
I-
in Blaine, Minnesota.
Hang out with me. We'll do some. What I do is I like curling because you don't have to run or jog. I don't like to jog.
No.
I don't know. It's low impact. Low impact. Do some circuit training. Weights, cardio. High
Now,
reps, low weight. That's
you
what I
might
do.
say it's low impact, but for gentlemen that are of my stature,
In society, you mean
In
gentlemen
society.
like
Not-
business leaders and decision makers and
might find the yoga-like stretching a little challenging.
Yeah.
So,
Although you looked pretty good out there.
well,
I was thinking
I
ballerina.
typically
I
stretch.
saw the
Weightlifter,
pictures.
ballerina.
I typically
Both.
stretch and look like yoga.
So, curling, good. What else can we do? Like, that can't be all you do all day.
No.
Do you ever ride bikes or
Me, I'm not a big fan of bike riding
Me
either.
neither.
I'd rather just maybe
it hurts
go
your
fishing.
tuchus?
Yeah.
Go fishing.
Yeah. You can-
That is a sport I can do, much
Totally.
like curling, because you know what else? Those of you that have never tried curling, first of all, get out there and try it. It's awesome. And here's something that you may not know at home. You can actually drink beer and do a sport besides bowling, and that sport is curling.
Absolutely.
And now fishing.
That's
So
right.
I'm seeing a theme
Yes.
here.
Yes. Well, oh yeah. It's the alcohol. I know. Yeah.
Everybody's got to have a hobby.
No, it's not that. It's Canada. That's the connection.
Canada.
Yep, I would say it's
You know
Canadian.
how they spell Canada?
Say it. I like it every time.
C-A-N-A-D-A.
That's good.
Anyway, Canada, they say A a lot. So those of you have never been there.
We do not. Eh?
Well, I do know the McKenzie brothers. Again, greatest comedy team on earth.
Oh yeah.
I wish
Yep.
they were still around. They just did a movie a couple of years ago. They were moose
Oh gosh, I
in
don't.
a
That's
cartoon.
not Canadian bacon, is it? Oh, moose in a cartoon. I don't know what that
It was like Open Season, I think it was called.
I don't remember.
But the McKenzie brothers rejoined for that, and I saw
cool.
it just for that reason.
Hysterical. Did you ever watch Kids in the Hall?
I did.
Oh, one of the greatest.
These are the Daves I know.
Yes, yes.
Was that Canada?
Yeah.
That was
These are the
Canada?
Daves I know.
Yes.
Oh, baby Jesus. Okay.
Dave.
So, curling,
We both have-
fishing. So far, I don't know that we've actually got any
I
real.
want to start singing the Dave song.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna.
You have to now.
I don't remember the
Speaking of
last name
singing-
of the one dude.
Did you know you're amazing at singing?
We're
We're going to have a link
You're not
on
talking about
our.
me, are you?
Huh?
You were looking at her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought for a second there, I thought you finally realized
Now,
my
do you have your
talent.
own page that people could go to look at that?
Well, yeah.
To
I
see you
suppose.
sing?
Oh my
Now
God,
I'm embarrassing you. What's that webpage?
I don't know.
You must tell us.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I know. In
That's so
fact,
cute. Okay.
we may just bring a laptop in here and go live.
Yeah, right. No.
What if I just look it up on my phone and read it for her?
You're not going to tell us?
Yeah, okay. YouTube. I put some of my anthems up on YouTube.
Okay.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Oh, we
So
did
nice.
research before we went and saw them, and they're great. So
Oh, thanks.
the rest of the world should see them.
I believe.
That is so
In fact,
sweet.
we might steal one and open the show with that every show.
Yeah.
Have the Star Spangled Banner before the show.
That's cool. Very patriotic.
Very
Love
American.
it. Yeah.
From a Canadian.
Well, I love living here, and that's the truth.
Now, are you a citizen or do you have dual citizenship?
Working on it.
Are you?
Yep, absolutely. Want to stay here. It's
I
a
will
lot
tell
warmer.
you this. I've had many. What are we doing? Stuck into a bathroom and heads up there. Started passing
like
out
going,
paper.
"Whackity,
8,500 bucks.
schmackity-doo."
Just
Hello,
hands.
honey. Hello, my darling. My ragtime. If I majored in bathroom attendant in college, would I have made more? Yes, absolutely, Jill Hottie from Vegas.
Made more what?
Money.
Oh, okay.
No
Get
money,
it?
'cause it's all
You
about
made,
money. Your
okay,
website.
whatever.
More
Okay.
potty.
You made
So-
room for more food. Sorry.
Absolutely. We got about 32 seconds left.
How so were you
Any
after the
closing
curling
comments?
episode?
Oh, okay, yes,
Someone wants to know.
bathrooms.
Again,
That
there
was
were
fun
no
and
names on
exciting.
here,
I
so
really
could
enjoyed
you tell
our,
me where
our
this email came
Saskatchewan
from?
talks. Actually, thank you so much.
Well, we really
I think
enjoyed
the
having you
progressors-
here.
Aw,
Thank you for
my
sitting
pleasure.
in from
Come back to the
Brooklyn, New
curling.
York.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
This
Wow,
was
we
fun.
really get out there, don't we? Bottom
dollar
that
that
And I really like
tomorrow
the plant.
after the
We'll be
famous
curling.
episode. Well, I don't
Just
know how
thinking
you've seen it
about
yet because
tomorrow.
other than
Tomorrow.
the pictures. Sorry.
That was magic.
Again, this is live,
Yeah,
so
this
it looks
is
like
live,
that's
so-
Frozen.
it has aired, and it was amazing. Probably our best
what's his
episode
name?
ever, I'd have to say.
I'm gonna say it was.
Sven's
have
the
to say so,
moose.
too.
That's or the or
And
whatever the thing.
was I sore
Olaf.
after it?
What?
To be
a
honest,
moose named
I was
Olaf?
not. I was very surprised.
I saw the
only
movie.
thing
I don't know
I
what it
was
Closing comments?
sad that I wasn't still
Would you like
doing
a towel,
it.
sir?
I
I
would.
was sore. I was sore.
On that
I
note, thanks for
lost.
joining us this evening.
Real
Thank you
sore.
very much again
Well,
for
when you're
coming
playing
tonight.
with the best.
Little
Thank
rascal.
you.
Regan
Sore.
Mizuno at YouTube, right?
Yeah, thanks. Cool.
And OffConstantlytv.
I'm sore about
Have a
that.
good night. Thank you. The
Thank
what
you.
kids, rascally
And
kids.
moose are delicious.
Mangy kids, no mangy
Mangy.
dog,
Moose
and
meat
you
is the
meddling
best meat.
Meddling.
It's
Meddling kids.
I have been lucky enough to have moose.
You know what
steak
you do
in
for
this
that,
burger.
right?
What?
Really? I
Just
don't buy
think I had
extra
moose
beer for your
burger.
next
Oh
match.
my!
It's
It's
had
like
a lot
sweeten
of.
up more.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like
Oh,
it.
the
Well,
elk
elk
is
is
sweet
sweet
too.
You know, the other guys.
Well,
Yeah.
see,
I
like that.
like Jay's like nimbly, he's so limber.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, plus
limber,
when you
all right.
fall, it doesn't even hurt
Like
as
a-
much. So we're thinking of lots of good reasons to keep
Toothpick
it going.
stuck in the bottom.
Yeah,
Again,
to do
it's
curling
like
while you do curling.
literally the perfect sport.
Yeah.
What's better for me, giving 110% for 20 minutes or giving 120% for 15 minutes?
What?
Well, let's do the math on that.
I missed all the numbers. Can you
That
repeat
sounds
them?
like a lot of work to figure
Wait,
that
does
one out.
this help
Carry
us
the
with
one.
I say B.
Move the
What's better
decimal
for me,
points
110% for 20 minutes or 120% for 15 minutes?
that? I would go for
Divide
A.
by pi.
Because once you hit 100%, you're there.
And let's face it,
20
those
minutes
of
is
you
better than
watching
15.
I would take fitness advice from me, from Jay.
Yeah.
Depends. Is it during his unemployment phase or? We've seen a lot.
Fit, unemployment.
You know, when they started tuning in, going, "Which one's Bomba?" I went, "Jay, "It's time to get a job
I watched
again."
some of that old episode and I was like, and then
I
I watched
have-
some of the new ones and I'm like, I gotta start sitting behind the desk.
I just, those of you that are fellow faithful watchers of the show will understand that. For a while when
like
Jay
watching the-
Jay wasn't working,
Fall of
he wasn't doing a lot of activities, so it was funny. But so again, not gonna take advice from him.
No, I lost it all and gained it all back faster than I lost it.
The
so.
Mizuno is who we're gonna take it from. So
I just wear the T-shirt. That's all. But
Wow.
thanks.
if, I'll tell you what, if I wore a T-shirt that said "fit," someone else would have said, "Yeah, right." So.
It would stretch out so the eye looked like an
That was free, ladies and gentlemen. That joke just happened, unscripted.
I don't understand that.
Breathe in, breathe out. Apparently, big Bush fan. Make sure to breathe out.
I couldn't
And
understand
breathe-
the directions, so I started following,
breathe
but I got
out fast.
confused.
This is what happens when you have a lot of time in between shoots. Notes. So, had I been actually holding them up like this, you would all be like at home, laughing hysterically. And I'd have no idea what you're laughing at. I'd just get all self-conscious because you're laughing at me because I can see you. You should be ashamed of yourself right now. Second topic is playground equipment.
Like monkey bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go back in time a little bit.
Okay.
In my day, we had monkey bars over pavement. What was wrong with that?
Apparently you fell out those monkey bars every once in a while, and you make weird faces.
That's how it was written. That's what we call in the business acting. Okay.
In my day,
We had
monkey bars over
...
pavement. What was wrong with that? You want to try?
Okay. In my day, we had ... We had ... Yeah, well, I don't get it. I don't know what's so
See?
funny about that. Okay, whatever.
That's why. That's
Monkey
why.
bars over ...
Yes. And
Yeah.
I just like to say, Jay, that during that whole bit, I'm glad I could see both your hands above the table because that was we saw your old face there. Playground equipment is, and I'm sorry to bring it down to that level, but yeah,
fun.
it's true. We used to have at Valentine Hills was the elementary school I went to. They had
romantic.
totally romantic. Every day was Valentine's Day.
Aw.
That was their shirt, I swear to God. But they had like this, it looked like a turtle, and it was iron bars that were rusty, of course, because the paint had worn off 27 years ago. And it was over a concrete, and I think that's, Dave, is that where the subject comes from, as we were talking about that? And nowadays, like the kids, there's no getting hurt. They all have like rubber mats underneath with chopped up.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you see swings, but yeah, like we used to hang from those, like, metal. Right. It was this big stand, and that's all it was. I mean, you could
Over
walk on
concrete.
it. Yeah, pretty much.
Because you didn't want to get sand in your shoes when you're out, because that would have been unsafe. But
It leads me to believe that people who designed playgrounds when we were kids were idiots.
or like leftover Nazi people.
Or
Because-
Canadians.
Did you remember that? Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
You mean Germans?
No, because Germans aren't inherently bad, but Nazis all
They're
bad.
the leftover Nazis, are they
Yeah.
not?
Well, they were okay. See, stop now. You lived by Edgewood Park.
I did.
Okay. Did you ever go down the slide? Okay. It was first of all, the slide was facing
Edgewood.
west, I believe.
Was it a German
No,
slide?
it was facing north. Yes.
Slid,
And I'll tell you
German
why.
slides.
I'll tell you why. It was 17 miles
slid
long.
right into the
I'm not
Berlin
kidding.
Wall.
When we
Yeah,
were
but if it
kids,
was, that's
we
nice.
would
That's
start
like,
on Saturday and Tuesday would get off of it. So it was a super long slide.
but it was this doesn't sound very treacherous. It sounds like a
No,
gradual.
But let me finish. It was wide.
Okay.
Even better, spacious. It's like riding
Yeah.
in a Cadillac. But the thing had a mirror finish. Okay? So, which sounds great because it looks awesome and you're like, ooh, I want to go down the slide. And then you get on it. 3rd-degree burns on your tuchus, back of your legs,
Yeah.
and if you weren't wearing shoes, feet.
Oh my
That
gosh.
Every day you would have to deal with. for
I
the
had
next-
there was a metal slide at Waskesiu Lake. This is northern Saskatchewan, and
Okay.
seriously, you'd slide down. Why would they have this for children? I mean, you could just stand
They
there.
hated
It's like-
children.
I guess. Well,
Children.
They were leftover Nazis. So
or Canadians.
they were leftover Nazis. They said, "What would you like to do today?" I don't know. That's as good a German as I can
Yeah,
get.
it sounds good to me. I was convinced you were a leftover Nazi right there.
Were you? Okay.
It's gonna be like, I'm sorry you got left
I
over.
must torture children.
What about wooden playground equipment? Because eventually
Slivers?
it was like a
Yeah.
sliver factory.
Do you remember Hanson Park?
I do remember Hanson Park.
And what do you remember about Hanson Park? The one thing, I don't know if it was around maybe still when you weren't that much younger than me.
Slivers?
The green booger.
Green booger, yeah.
Do you remember the green booger?
Yes.
It was literally, yeah,
ugh,
your face.
it's just, yeah,
it
like,
was
what-
a playground equipment. I don't even remember what it was,
How
but I
could it-
know it was called the green booger. That's
Why?
what we all called it. I don't know. I suppose somebody wiped one on there at one time and the
oh
name
yeah.
stuck.
Okay.
See what I did there?
Oh,
Stuck.
stuck. because-
Okay.
Good one.
Wait,
yes.
I don't know. Oh, it's because boogers. Okay, got it. Wait, okay. No, I think I got it.
Stop! But again, why do they call it the green booger? Supposedly, there was a website that I found about growing up in New Brighton, and it had references to the green booger, but there's no actual picture of it. And to this day, I know it was big, and I remember you could climb on it, but I don't remember what it looked like.
I honestly, I can't. I remember
You remember
hearing
the
about
green
it, but I
booger?
didn't. I don't remember being on it.
Oh, we had to find it. And Hanson Park, if you grew up in New Brighton, I see him, thank you. The city revolved, stop it. Out of the corner of my eye, I see. You should come in front of the camera and do that so they know what I have
It's
to deal
really
with.
cute.
It's adorable, but I can't concentrate when you're doing it. That's literally what she's doing over there. Except here's the
Troublemaker.
mouthpiece.
She wants you to kick it to the soil booger.
I know, and so does Dave. That's why he's looking at his watch. But because of that, we're going to take this out a little longer. Green booger. Any other playground equipment that was detrimental to your life?
No. There are big tires at Pike Lake Elementary School.
Well, and the swings
somebody would
nowadays.
always
You
set
brought up
them on
swings, and I
fire.
was like, going to go here. The swings in our day, if you held onto the chain, skin gone, possibly hair, and God help you if you like went back, your hair got caught, and tried to jump off because it It would now.
And
they
again,
don't,
probably over cement, I'm guessing.
absolutely over
Yikes.
cement because again, don't want to get sand in the shoes because that's dangerous.
You would get on there, and there would be a kid's head from the day before,
But
just
you
hanging
just-
there. You just
Well,
kind
and
of
I gotta say, the cement was an
"Sucks to
upgrade,
be
you know,
you,
to
dude."
the stuff they had there. Like, yeah, nails, like molten
Exactly.
lava.
When our parents were kids, it would be
Molten
lava and nails, sometimes mixed together. The nails were so tough that they wouldn't melt
Oh,
in the
that's
lava.
good.
Have
and
you
they
been
were
on a
so
swing
sharp,
lately?
they would cut through your, what's that?
Have you been on a swing lately? What was
Have I
that
been on a
called?
swing
Do
lately?
you remember when
Am I a
like,
human
Gut
being?
swing?
Of course
no,
I have.
do you remember when you'd like sit like this? What was that called?
Yes. Spider.
Spider. Well, besides when we spider on the weekend, that would have been funnier had I known that to begin with. But the chains are now all coated with plastic.
Okay.
There's no chance that you're gonna get your hair cut. There's no danger
Lame.
at all.
I know.
That's
So,
a wimpy
Kids
swing.
at home, you never know what you're dealing with. So speaking of not knowing what we're dealing with, and Hayden having seizures on the side, we're gonna go ahead and shoot this over to Dave for the soil minute. W.
Thank you, Bamba.
Soil
I'm
us.
D.W. Bauer. I'm a professional licensed soil scientist. I believe we've only got about 3 minutes left, or 3 to 5 minutes left on our tape. But I'm going to take this time to tell you about Chernozem, which is a soil. It's a black soil. It's not in the USDA classification because we really don't have much of it here in America, but it corresponds to a mollisol. A mollisol is a prairie soil, which you find in Saskatchewan, where Regan's from. But there was a Chernozem soil that was so valuable that Hitler and the Germans actually invaded the Ukraine and started shipping the soil back to Germany in big trucks. And that has gone on a little bit in the, I think, 90s. There was a $900 million black market for their soils when the Ukraine became independent. So there's black soil that's very rich in the Ukraine, and that's your soil minute.
Wow! I'm completely blown away by that soil minute.
They got it so
Chernozem.
great in Ukraine. Oh, I just wish we could move
And again,
there.
leftover Nazis did something with soil.
Yeah.
Chernozem sounds like what my sister says when she has really bad gas. Chernobyl.
It also sounds like that place in Russia. Again, we go back to Russia for the nuclear meltdown.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, thank
Yep.
you.
But
There's,
Chernozem,
somebody wrote a
Chernozem.
diary about it.
What's that?
See what I did there? Chernobyl Diaries. Have you ever seen it? No. Crapped my pants. It's literally the only movie I've ever went,
Speaking of soil,
do I really need to see the end of this? There was 26 minutes left, and I went, I don't need to see the end of this. So I know we're running out of time. Our last subject this evening
minutes.
is bathroom attendants. Steve from Houston has the greatest question on earth. Why? I agree. I think they're a waste of
no, I like to have to pay somebody after I go to
to
the
hand you a
bathroom.
towel. And
Oh, I am lazy though.
the assortment of
I don't like grabbing a towel.
horrible cologne.
Oh, I douse that stuff on.
Do you guys have it?
I get my
Are there
dollars
bathroom
worth.
attendants in the girls' room?
Well, in fancy places.
Yeah, well,
But here's what I wonder. I just wonder. I mean, I wonder two things. Well, I wonder a lot of things about that, but two things first come to my mind. I mean, what kind of things would you hear as a bathroom attendant?
Ooh, that would be pretty
And
good.
what would be worse if you're a girl in a boy's bathroom attendant, or in a boy's bathroom, or what if you're a boy bathroom attendant in a girl's bathroom?
That
What
would
would
be
be
the
worse?
greatest thing on earth.
No.
No?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't
She
know about
got a
that
point.
either. I didn't think that through before I said something. Because you guys do things that we do, but we don't know it.
Oh.
Like,
Well,
we
yeah.
can't imagine you guys actually pooping or something, so.
Well, sometimes,
I don't
yeah.
think you had
Again.
to, I don't think you
It
had
does
to say
happen.
The
what people
highbrow
do in the
comedy, you
bathroom.
get it off constantly. Yeah, it makes me wonder something, too. What happened in their lives that made them
The
turn
wanting,
to
you
be
gotta,
in a bathroom attendant?
gotta make a living somehow.
I
Yeah,
suppose.
you
You know
never
what?
know.
God bless them for trying. But, you know, why don't you start the evening with, I'm going
Got
to
a
be
minute.
here all night. Saw that. Why don't you just tip me $10 now, and then for the rest of the night, I won't sit there and do the. Okay?
Right.
So,
Will you hug me later while I potty?
I will. I don't know why, but I will.
Thank you. I'll tip you $10.
Received a book review from a bathroom attendant and tipped more. Do you think that will be a trend? Jack from Lionel Lakes. I'm going to go with no. I snuck into a bathroom and started passing out paper and made $500. Congratulations, Hayden. Good job. If I majored in bathroom attendant in college, would I have made more? Yes, absolutely, Jill Hottie from Vegas.
Made more what?
Money.
Oh, okay.
More
Get
money,
it?
'cause it's all about
you made,
money.
Okay,
More money,
whatever.
more
okay.
potty.
You made
So-
room for more food. Sorry.
Absolutely. We got about 32 seconds left. Regan, any closing comments?
Oh, okay. Yes, bathrooms. That was fun and exciting. I really enjoyed our Saskatchewan talks. Actually, thank you so much.
Well, we really enjoyed having you here.
Aw,
Thank you for
a
sitting
pleasure.
in.
Come back to the curling
thank
rink.
you very much.
Thank you. This
Absolutely.
was fun.
You bet your bottom dollar that
And I really like
tomorrow
this plant.
we'll be curling. Just thinking about tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Sorry.
That was magical.
Sweet sunrise tomorrow.
You look like that snowman in Frozen. What's his name?
I don't know.
Sven's the moose. Or whatever the thing is. Olaf. What?
There's a moose
Bless
named
you.
Olaf?
No.
I saw the movie.
Closing
I don't
comments?
remember. Closing comments. Would you like a towel, sir?
I would. On that note, thanks for joining us this evening. Thank you very much again for coming tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank
It's
you.
Regan Mizuno at YouTube, right?
Yeah, thanks. Cool.
And OffConstantlytv.com. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. And moose are delicious.
Moose meat is the best meat on earth.
It's totally awesome.
I have been lucky enough to have moose steak and moose burger.
Really? I don't think I've had moose burger.
Oh my,
I've
it's
had
like
a lot of.
sweet.
Yeah. Oh, the elk is sweet too.
Bum 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 ba bum ba. Off constantly.